Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your December 2020 general reading. I'm going to be doing a mini cross today. And so I will explain to you. I haven't done one of those in a while. So for those of you who've never seen a mini cross, I'll explain it to you as I go along. I hope everyone had a great Turkey Day. I had a really awesome one. Um, I hope you guys didn't travel, but that if you did, you're in good health, and those that you went to visit are in good health. So let me turn the camera around. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign. And gonna put a bit more shuffle on here, make sure I got everything the right way. Here we go. One more rifle, and then we're gonna lay the cards, okay? Right on. Oh, well, there we go. So, excuse me. Mini cross goes like this. This is where we are now. Okay? This is what we know. This is what we stand on. This is the distant past or near past. And this is the distant future or near future. Okay? Wow. I've got two court cards here. Mostly wands, as you can see. 2 of wands, 3 of wands, page of wands. I have the Knight of Sword here. And I have the 8 of Cups at the bottom. So this is what we stand on. So what is over the whole reading? We have the sun. Well, we know that the sun always, it brings warmth and light, growth and abundance. But the sun is also this idea that it illuminates things for you. You can see way better in the clear light of day than you can at night or, when it's foggy outside. So I feel that for some of you, there was a choice. As you know, for me, you're in a position where there's a choice that needs to be made. 2s always represent a choice, an opposition, a duality, a crossroads. And I find it interesting that you're looking back over at some thing that you started. I don't know if this is a project. If this was the idea that maybe you were going to travel. But 3s also represent 2 things, right, coming together to make a third thing. But they also represent this idea that it's a matter of suspended events, that there's something else that needs to be done before you can move forward. And I feel that some of you are looking back over this. You've come to a place, you've made one decision, obviously, right? Now you're with these 2 things. So you have a choice to either go this way or go that way. Now, I also feel that whatever this decision or choice is that you had to make, it was preceded by some kind of news or message. Okay, as you know, with me, nights always simply represent events. But how does the event come about? It comes about because some kind of news or message comes in, and then that message tends to move the situation along. I do feel it is a message that came back to you about something from the past. Okay, so again, this could be some kind of business deal, some kind of new project. But right now, I get the sense that some of you have left this in a sense. This is what you stand on. So this tells me that you're not feeling very, confident. You're not feeling that perhaps maybe it's going to be enough for you, or you've already expended all of that energy. This is the only eclipse moon in the deck. So this is kind of giving me the idea that when did we have our full moon? Back in November on the 30th, moving forth until December 14th. Now remember, we had an eclipse on the 30th, and then eclipses come in pairs. So on the 14th, okay, December 14th, we're going to have our second eclipse. And maybe here it is. And I think this is solar eclipse that is going to be occurring on December 14th. That's our new moon solar eclipse. I do believe that's correct. But then again, what I see moving forward is that there is a new direction in which you're trying to go. Pages also present with as news, okay? But they don't make any movement. They just kind of give you a bit more information on the subject. So the question becomes, what are you going to do, right? Are you going to heed the message and go back to the past, or are you going to literally walk out of this past situation and into something new? And I do feel that this solar eclipse is going to give you the information that you need, or at least give you the clarity that you need. As you know, eclipses tend to hide things. That means that you're blind and you can't see what you can't see. You're not seeing the whole picture. Maybe somebody's not giving you all of the information. You're not going to know how this thing is going to turn out because you've got nothing to hang your hat on with this. So and if I had to pick a card, honestly, I would pick two cards, and this would be the Two of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Because there's a lot of back and forth here. You see, we have this figure and this figure facing this way, this figure and this figure facing this way. Then we've got the Three of Wands completely with his back to us. So I'd like to look at the center card to see what this choice is all about. Actually, no. My guides tell me to look at this news, whatever this message is, because this is the thing that has you at a crossroads. Yes? Sometimes the Knight of Swords can be news that really isn't that pleasant, but it could also be the idea of what's the word? I don't even know the word that I'm looking for. So let me just put some cards on it and see what it says. The Doni Maritata. The Precious Presence. Presente di Pietri Preziosi. And the Conversazione. Now that is quite an interesting trio of cards. The woman with children, but not necessarily that she is the Queen of Coins, okay? And she doesn't always have children. Basically, it's someone who's a nurturer. So this means it's someone who can nurture a project, someone who may be able to grow plants or is kind to animals, right? As a character, as a personality, she's going to be someone who is kind and generous, helpful, typically smart, prudent, good with finances. But in her negative, she can be somebody who's, really nasty and open to bribes. Almost the same meaning as the regular Queen of Coins. So here we have the Precious Presence. Now, this is an interesting card because the Precious Presence can be anything, right? It can be advice given by someone that's as good as gold. It could be an inheritance. It could be a financial windfall. It could be presents. It could be gifts. It could be anything, really. But basically, the card comes to say that whatever this news or this information is, it's almost like it says you can take it to the bank. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is a conversation. You see, we have the conversation card. And the conversation card is just that. It is about having conversations with people. In this particular depiction of the scene, these people all know each other. In fact, they are related. So this could be some kind of familial issue. But if not, it could simply be meeting some people in a pleasant location. It could be for business or personal things. And typically, when this card will come out next to a So this could be you, or the woman is talking about this particular gift or this present. She's having this conversation, or she's prepared to have this conversation. So this is what the message is. Now, does that mean, I don't know, maybe it's not enough? So let's take a look at this Two of Wands, well, actually the Eight of Cups, to see what the Eight of Cups has to say. Who or why is this, you don't feel satisfied with whatever this thing is? What is this related to? Superbia. Melancholia. And the Casa. Well, that's interesting. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is a legal issue. It very well could be. But basically, this speaks to the idea of the love of vanity and luxury. Perhaps maybe this individual is used to having lots of money and having beautiful things and being able to travel and having fine furnishings and all of those things, those presents and those gifts. And this card speaks to, like I said, the love of luxury and vanity. So this could be someone who is perhaps very concerned with the way they look or the way that they present to each other. But the thing about this card is it's also a lucky card. It is one of the lucky cards in the deck. We see here there is some sadness there, the melancholia, the sadness and the depression, and we are mourning something. As you can see, there's a cross there. In this particular deck, this figure is mourning the loss, we think, of a pet, because it's not the human cemetery like that of the Vedaval. So basically, this is the loss of something dear to you, all right? And you're very sad about it, this love of luxury. And I don't know necessarily if you are leaving a lifestyle, you see, to a new home. I'm not exactly sure. But the Casa is simply that. It represents the house. Typically, it will speak about, it's about long-term investments, positive things, but it's also your sanctuary. Now, if this is not about an actual building or a house or some property, then this is about the way you're feeling inside about what's happening behind closed doors. Okay? So this could be the idea truly that, you know, maybe you do have a fine lifestyle, but it's no longer satisfying to you. So you have a choice here in the center. Okay? And I do feel that some of you are going to be receiving some kind of news that's going to help you make this particular choice. So what I want to do is for you to formulate one question for the Golden Nostradamus. As you can see across the center row, we go from a 3 to a 2 to a 1. Okay? So this is, I do feel it is about leaving something behind, trying to strike some kind of deal. Maybe not getting exactly what you want, but you will be able to move forward in a new direction. Perhaps with less than. But you won't be empty-handed. Here we go. This is the cherries, number 21. And the cherries say, he who believes everything with ease will often be seen reddened and teased. Perhaps you were too trusting and not worldly enough. Look carefully within or in those around you to separate the illusions from the truths that you need. And I think that's what the decision is all about. You know, what is the illusion and what is the truth? And whatever those things are, that's going to help you decide. Whatever light is shed on those things, that's going to help you decide what you should do. So I hope that helps you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December. And I will see you again soon. Until next time, namaste.